$23 for the winner, $1.40 for the place. The first of 8. The Turf Phantom out of line. The rider of it, the double, is mounting. Pagan Finn goes up. Enya's Opera still back. So too is Seattle Scout. Dr. Bump. Alaroff is well back behind the line. Also Caribbean Express and Imbali's Boy. Yes, Alaroff at $41, $23 at the double, $9.70 Enya's Opera, $3.20 Mosh Pit, well supported, $8.20 Monet's Talent, 23's Out in Time, 13 the Turf Phantom, $7.20 Caribbean Express, the first starter. It is firmed on the tote. Caribbean Express trained by Ken Callaghan, 12-1 Dr. Bump. They're set. 1,000 metres. The gates open. Our joint was slowly away, and not jumping all that well was the Turf Phantom. And Enya's Opera goes back to the tail of the field, and Mosh Pit and the All Black as the leader. Hunting up along the inside there was Monet's Talent, followed by Dr. Bump, showing a bit of speed. And at the double in that group of horses, there's a great charge for the lead. Getting back behind those Out in Time, followed then by Alaroff going up 3 wide. Then Caribbean Express back towards the inside, followed by Pagan Finn as they sort themselves out. Then Imbali's Boy further back in the field, Enya's Opera, followed by the Turf Phantom. Seattle Scout is back towards the tail of the field with Jaunt as they race up towards the turn. A good race for the lead. Monet's Talent just down on the insiders, leading narrowly, joining in at the double, followed then by Mosh Pit and the All Black. Further back behind those Pagan Finn, followed by Caribbean Express. Out very wide Enya's Opera, further back behind those Dr. Bump and then the Turf Phantom. But at the 200, halfway down the straight, Monet's Talent kicking back but battling on the outside. Caribbean Express is running on, and in between those Mosh Pit, it's Caribbean Express and Mosh Pit going to the line. Caribbean Express and Mosh Pit. Caribbean Express, maybe Caribbean Express. A nose over Mosh Pit. Close up third, Monet's Talent, followed by Pagan Finn. Enya's Opera, a good run. Then at the double, followed by Seattle Scout, the Turf Phantom. Then Jaunt, further back, then Dr. Bump, followed by Alaroff. Then Out in Time and Imbali's Boy last across the line. A good finish in the opening race. Judge will call for the photo here. Judge will call for the photo in a driving finish. In the run to the line, Caribbean Express in the red and white, and Mosh Pit in the black colours. Normally it favours the outside horse, but it's a bob of the head here. I think maybe you'll find Caribbean Express, but we'll stand by narrowly, in my opinion. Caribbean Express. Number 8 is the winner, Caribbean Express on the outside. Caribbean Express gets the photo on the outside, written by Jamie Whitney. First starter, trained by Ken Callaghan at the new track here at Goulburn. And Caribbean Express, a 2-year-old by Greenline Express out of Skiff, is raced by I.B. Patterson, B.A. Rankmore, J.J. Glover, H. Hughes, G. Musson and L.J. Cullen in partnership. Now Mosh Pit battled on for second, ridden by Greg Ryan. Mosh Pit, a 3-year-old chestnut gelding, Appleby Fair out of Pomini, trained by Graham Rogerson, Greg Ryan. And Monet's Talent battled on, down on the inside, Monet's Talent by Monongahela out of Really Talented, Frank Cleary, Craig Agnew. Caribbean Express on the New South Wales TAB, $8 and $2.50, Mosh Pit $1.40, Monet's Talent $2.20. So it's $8 and $2.50 Caribbean Express, $1.40, Mosh Pit, Monet's Talent $2.20, runners returning. And yeah, good finish in the opening race. Ken Callaghan, very, very good at getting horses first up to win races. He does it 9 times out of 10.
Casper the Ghost at $5.20, that Tats Regard at $2.50. President Parks at $12, 13 Proper Things, 16 Stolen Ark as they move in well. Hurry if you're going to get on here. Our Molokai 32, Silent Trust 37 and Tabloid $8.90. Goulburn, here's Tony.
Starter goes up, Tabloid stands up, Casper the Ghost. Lighter set, a good level start, although our Molokai went back to the tail of the field when they hit the ground. And ridden hard, Tats Regard as the leader, taken on by Valley Warrior, getting up along the inside. Then Stolen Ark followed further back to Silent Trust. Tabloid is caught wide. Back behind those, Casper the Ghost further back in the field. President Parks followed by Proper Things, second last, and about 3 or 4 behind those, our Molokai. At the tail of the field, at the 600-metre mark, race to Goulburn. And the leader was Tats Regard, steadied in front, about 1.5 lengths in front of Valley Warrior. Stolen Ark is third, followed by Casper the Ghost on the inside. Out wide on the track was Tabloid, followed by Silent Trust and President Parks. Well back as they swing for home, but around the turn with about 350 metres to go. Shaken up, the leader was Tats Regard. On the outside, Stolen Ark is trying hard. Valley Warriors under pressure down towards the inside. And out towards the centre, President Parks putting in a run. And further back behind those, our Molokai. Tats Regard is the leader, getting up along the inside. Valley Warrior and President Parks out wide as flying. They hit the line very close indeed. Could go either way. President Parks out wide, or Tats Regard. Close up behind those then, Stolen Ark, Valley Warrior, Casper the Ghost. In behind those then, Proper Thing, followed by a Molokai Tabloid, and Silent Trust pulled up very, very quickly across the line. Oh, now this is a very deceptive finish. They're very, very wide apart. President Park's out very wide, and Tats Regard very reluctant to have a go here. Normally you would go for the outside horse. Out very wide on the track, President Parks, and Tats Regard down towards the inside. Valley Warrior was closer down towards the inside. Now number 4's got up on the outside. Number 4's got up President Parks, Adrian Late on the outside. Number 4, President Parks on the outside. Now Tats Regard will get second, ridden by Jamie Whitney, and number 6, Stolen Ark, John scores third. Those numbers are official now. President Parks, trained by Frank Cleary at Queanbeyan, ridden by Adrian Late, got a long way back, but timed his run well. Very similar win to the last time President Parks won here. Came down the centre of the track. President Parks, raced by PM Phillips, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Westminster out of Luskin's Dancer, trained by Frank Cleary and ridden by Adrian Late. On the tote, $12.50 and $2.80. Tats Regard $1.50, Stolen Ark $3.80. So President Parks winning at good odds here. Returned $12.50 for the win and $2.80 for the place, beating Tats Regard $1.50, Stolen Ark $3.80. As I said, President Parks, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Westminster out of Luskin's Dancer, has now had 11 starts for 4 wins and a third. Tats Regard second, trained by Ken Callaghan, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding, High Regard out of Tataska. Stolen Ark third, a 4-year-old brown mare marauding out of Dive. Mike Petrovic, John scores. So the numbers are 4, 3, 6. 1 was 4th in the race, Valley Warrior, and number 2, Casper the Ghost, 5th. The winning margin ahead, 3/4 of a length, second and third. 58.11 was the time. But a very impressive win, President Parks, raced by PM Phillips and trained by F.S. Cleary at Queanbeyan, and a good ride by Adrian Late. The runners returning, President Parks beating Tats Regard and Stolen Ark, ahead by 3/4, 58.11 the time. As the runners return, we'll come back with more from Goulburn a little later.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Gee, it's a nice day for racing there. All right, now...
Line is set. Starter goes up onto his ladder. Stand by. Over there at the 1600, they're boxed and the gates crash back. Now, Call Me Oscar missed it by about a length or so, and past the ammo down towards the inside, got away well. Leads by about a long neck over Royal Celadon. Further back in the field, Share the Spirit. The next one was Gelato, followed by Farzak, settling down well on the inside. A long break behind those, Flash Me Dazzler, as they race towards that next turn. Moral Danger is second last and about 2 then. Call Me Oscar last of all, as they make the bend and swing down the back of the track inside the 1200 metre mark. And the leader allowed to bowl along out in front, Share the Spirit, followed then by Past the Emma, who's second now, moving up on the outside. Caught 3 wide now, Royal Celadon. A further break behind those, Gelato. A half a length then, Farzak down on the inside. A long break, Moral Danger. Further back behind those, Flash Me Dazzle, second last, and 2 off then was Call Me Oscar. As they leave the back and race down the side at the 800 metre mark, little change in the order, where the leader was Share the Spirit, a length and a half in front. Past the Emma, getting a beautiful run. Ahead off third on the outside, Royal Celadon. 2 behind those then, Gelato. Farzak still there on the inside, being given a soft run. A further break behind those as they race inside the 600, Moral Danger. Flash Me Dazzler back second last, and about 2.5 then, Call Me Oscar is last of all. But as they swing up towards the turn in the third event at Goulburn, and leading the field around the straight was Share the Spirit. Royal Celadon on the outside, going wide, Gelato. In behind those then, Farzak has switched out for a run, and back behind those, Moral Danger. Many chances as they race in with about 250 to go. Gelato's the leader. Farzak on the outside is running on, and Flash Me Dazzler coming right down the outside, but Farzak broke to the lead in the straight. It's Farzak the leader, followed by Gelato, kicking back on the inside, but Farzak in front near the line, and Farzak is too good. Farzak has beaten Gelato out wide. Flash Me Dazzler third, followed by Moral Danger. In behind those, Past the Ammo, followed by Call Me Oscar, and pulling up quickly, Share the Spirit and Royal Celadon. Oh, Farzak is too good. 420 for the win, 180 for the place, and a good ride by Greg Ryan was beautifully positioned in behind the pace, switched out in the straight, and has finished far too strongly indeed. And a winning double to trainer Frank Cleary. Farzak is the winner, $4.21.80, Gelato $2.80, and Flash Me Dazzler $3.50. So the numbers will read 2, 4, and 3. And Farzak, a very, very consistent galloper, finished second in the Kuba Cup last start. Prior to that was third at Bega. So it's been thereabouts, Farzak. He's a 7-year-old brown gelding, half-iced out of Deer Hunter, and is raced by Mrs. Sue Cleary. Congratulations to the Clearys. Also Rick and Mrs. Stewart. And some prominent racing identities here, Reg Stanford, B. Martin and S. Platt. So congratulations to the owners. Farzak has now had 45 starts, for, let's have a look here, 8 wins, 9 seconds and 2/3. Gelato second, also trained at Canberra by Bob Hare, Brad Pengelly, a 7-year-old bay gelding, Rigoletto out of Parfait, and third, number 3, Flash Schmidt-Asler, trained at Goulburn by David Bradley, Neil Perryman. So the numbers are official, 2, 4, 3, and that being Farzak, Gelato, Flash Schmidt-Asler, 7 Moral Danger, 4th, and number 1 was 5th past the MO. 3/4 of a length along neck, 1:37.43, and we'll have more from Goulburn as the runners return following race 3.
Okay.
They're set, the light is on. And away they go now. Tap Dancing was slowly away with Best Wishes, and Magic Drop, ridden hard down towards the inside, is just leading now. Dedicator's running second, followed then by Dating Stella. There's another one up on the outside there as they sort themselves out. Like a Kaya's prominent too, and that was Hollywood Lights who's going around the field, the one on the outside. Hollywood Lights is just leading. Magic Drop is second, Like a Kaya's third. In behind those with the sit on the leaders, Dedicate, followed then by Dating Stella down towards the inside. Then Lynn of Lawn going up fairly wide. Further back in the field, then Imperial Life, followed then by Time for Bed down towards the inside, followed by Shy Grin getting back in the field. Then Best Wishes well back, followed by Regal Sunai, Lazy River, and Total Coverage and Tap Dancing. In the straight, they've got about 300 metres to go, and Magic Drop out towards the centre's the leader. Hollywood Lights running second, followed by Dedicate and Lynn of Lawn, the widest runner. But as they race past the 200-metre mark, lugging off the track, Magic on the outside, Magic Drop as the leader. Now Hollywood Lights coming again on the inside, and also Time for Bed. Oh, out very wide. It went very wide in the straight, Magic Drop. Very close. Magic Drop out wide, or Time for Bed close up, then Hollywood Lights, followed by Regal Sunai, Dedicate back behind those, Dating Stella, followed by Tap Dancing, Shy Grin, pulling up quickly, Imperial Life, then Lazy River, who was next across the line, Lynn of Lawn, followed further back to Best Wishes, followed then by Total Coverage, and also pulling up quickly Like a Kai. Oh, this winner, Magic Drop, it drifted right out towards the outside fence. It may still have won, but the one down on the inside, Time for Bed, and in between those, Hollywood Lights. But it's very close. The judge probably will call for the photo. But maybe Magic Drop out wide. Oh, it's very close as they cross the line. Magic Drop was out very wide. It's almost in the broadcasting box that's that wide here. And Time for Bed closer down towards the inside. And Hollywood Lights, a good three-way go here. And we'll stand by. Now, if, just starting from the outside, if Magic Drop gets it, $2.60, $1.40 for Magic Drop, or the other one in the photo there, Time for Bed, which was number 16, it was showing $10.50 and $2.50. Bed is the winner, ridden by Greg Ryan, a winning double to Greg Ryan, trained by Graham Rogerson, and Time for Bed, a 3-year-old bay filly by Night Shift out of Dinky Flyer. Time for Bed, $10.50, $2.50. Magic Drop at $1.40. Hollywood Lights at $11.60. So Time for Bed is the winner. A winning double to Greg Ryan, beating Magic Drop, trained by Lynn Morrison at Hawkesbury, Bobby Alyssa, and Hollywood Lights, trained by Barbara Joseph, John Scourse, in a very controversial finish as they went across the line. So the numbers are official, 16, 8 and 14 following the running of race 4. Runners returning. We should have more details in a moment. Just confirming, $10.50, $2.50 for number 16, number 8 $1.40, $11.60 for 14, Quinella $13.30, $13.30, Exacta $25.20, $25.20, Trifecta $1,059.70, $1,059.70. A nose by a long neck, a good finish. A nose a long neck, $58.76, and we'll have more from Goulburn in a short while.
Yeah, Time for Bed, the winner there at big odds. And I'll tell you what, Hollywood Lights will throw a bit of value into the old trifectas there. Now, race 4 at Rockhampton, Gracious Defector at 18. Gray's Gift 11, a Curator at 49, under contract 65, 33 for under orders, well off $3.